What's going on, folks? OBJ the Don coming at you with another quick video. I promise this is going to be quick. First, I want to give thanks to all of my subscribers. I've actually recently hit 300 subscribers. Never in a million years that I think I would, get that many people actually viewing my videos to hear my opinion. But I'm definitely very appreciative of that, and I hope to continue to provide you all, with some good content that you enjoy to watch. Um, I'm always late to shit, but I'm pretty sure y'all heard by now that the Microsoft came out and did, in fact, reiterate that they will have now they have cleared up basically their first party games will be running in native 4K. I don't think that anybody expected any different. I don't think anybody was ever confused about that at all. We expected them to run games in native 4K. However, when those statements came out that it would be 4K 60 uncompromised, that's when they raised a whole lot of fucking eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? And people were like, hmm? Because you got an 11 teraflop GPU out there that can't even really do that, and we're talking what, 700, $800, $1,000 GPUs that can't even do that, and you're talking about major AAA games running 60 frames per second at 4K. So I don't think anybody is has ever questioned, the Scorpio being able to do 4K natively. I mean, the power inside the box should definitely be able to do that. But they came out and cleared that up and said that they're at least the games during the Scorpio time frame, whatever that means. I guess games around that time, basically. A bit before, a little bit before, and definitely afterwards. Their first party games will be in native 4K, which is a good thing, but they damn sure stayed away from that frames situation. They said nothing about frames this time. And that's smart on them to do. That's definitely smart on them to do. So yeah, nobody ever questioned that, and that's cool. You know what I mean? But I want to talk about something else because I've been actually thinking about this, and as gamers, I think the best thing that ever happened to the Scorpio, for the PlayStation Pro, to the Scorpio for gamers, is the fact that Sony has went ahead and released a PlayStation Pro at this point. You know what I mean? Because what this should do, and basically I think this is necessary. I think Microsoft has to do this. They'd be foolish to not do this. Sony has released their PlayStation Pro at $400. No, it's not doing well. Last of Us remastered and Skyrim, some remastered games maybe are said to be 4K native. You know what I mean? But and your modern day AAA big budget games are not going to do any 4K native games on the Pro. However, it's definitely a more powerful PS4 that will, like I said in the last video, it will upscale from a base resolution of 1440p with high graphic fidelity to make these beautiful games that Sony's developers already tend to create, even more beautiful than they are. So it will definitely be a very sought after and wanted machine for $400. You know what I mean? So that's a good price point. Now, Microsoft cannot veer off of that price point, but so much. And that's where it becomes good for gamers because, we don't really know exactly the price point of the Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? We don't know the price point of the Scorpio. There are, guesses out there that it might be $700, $800. I think they'd be crazy to do that, but they have said that it is not for everyone, and it is a premium console that will come, be sold at a premium price. So, it's definitely not going to be what the Xbox. Well, the Xbox One did launch at 500, and this is where I'm trying to go with this. I think that Microsoft has, now that Sony has dropped this Pro, you know what I mean, at this price point, I think that Microsoft has to have some kind of $500 Scorpio model. It has to be. You can't start at 600. You know what I mean? Like a $500, maybe 500 gigabyte. Even though 500 gigabytes is garbage, but you can always get you a external hard drive or whatever. But I think they have to drop a 500 model, a 500 gig, damn, what am I? $500 model of the Scorpio. If you launch at $600 or more, the Scorpio, I don't give a shit what it does. It'll be dead in the goddamn water. That's what it will be. Sony will punish that motherfucker with the PlayStation Pro. I mean, that's not no fanboy shit. That's just realistic. There's never been a console in all of these generations that has survived that type of shit, being at a price point of $600. You know what I mean? I think $500 in today's time, $100 more than the Pro, and it's doing native gaming, native 4K gaming. They on their first party titles. Yeah, well, it'll be up to the developers on the rest of these things. I think a $500 model has to be dropped by Microsoft. Before, if we didn't have this Pro or whatever, dropping at the price point that it has, then I think Microsoft might have went ahead and, because they said it ain't for everybody. They damn sure said it ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I think Microsoft might have went ahead and, got you for that serious cash, that 700, 800, but a $500 model, I think they should do pretty well if it does in fact do the things that they say it will do. You know what I mean? So that's how I think it'll be a lot better for gamers. You know what I mean? The fact that the PlayStation, Sony has dropped this PlayStation Pro, and it does, even though it doesn't do a lot of, it won't do a lot of these modern day games, AAA games in 4K native. It's gonna look gorgeous. You already know that. You know how Sony's developers are. And another thing I wanted to cover, real quick. God damn it, I'm already up to goddamn 9 minutes. Well, anyway, I'm gonna say what I got to say. Another thing I wanted to, I've been thinking about, is this 4K thing. It seems like it's being pushed. Seems like it's really being pushed on us. You know what I mean? And I think that both Microsoft and Sony, while they're trying to keep up with the times a bit, I think they're working in conjunction trying to, with these TV manufacturers, trying to get us to buy these 4K televisions. Because I don't think that they're putting that much emphasis on 1080p 60 frame per second gaming, you know what I mean? Like, everybody wanted at first. I think it's more about 4K. They're trying to, push the developers into, basically creating these games in either upscale or native 4K, trying to sell these TVs, and they got my ass. I ain't gonna lie, they got me. I mean, you don't miss what you don't have. You can't miss what you don't have or whatever. But you know, my mistake is actually going into Best Buy and actually looking at this shit, looking at a 4K TV. Uh, After I looked at, you know, the trailer for Horizon Zero Dawn, you know, in 2K. I didn't even look at it in 4K. I looked at it in 2K, and it was so beautiful. I was like, damn, I want me a 4K TV. I went in Best Buy, looked at these damn 4K TVs, and it's like, they got me. I was damn near ready to buy one right then and there, but I'm gonna try to wait at least until Columbus Day, see if I can get any sales or whatever. But I think they're really trying to force the 1080p shit out and get us to you know, cross over to these you know, 4K televisions, man. It's really pushing, you know, a whole new, because you got to think they're not even. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're in between generations and shit, so I don't know what the hell is going on. But at the same time, I think they're really trying to push this 4K on us and trying to get us to buy these TVs. I know you'll see a difference on your 1080p TVs with these consoles. They should, you know what I mean, being downsampled from 2K images and things of that nature. Definitely should be a higher graphic fidelity that you will notice on your 1080p TVs, but without that HDR and 4K, it won't be that major, you know what I'm saying, that major leap that you actually notice. You know what I mean? So I can't really recommend people with 1080p TVs to act and already owning an Xbox One or Xbox One S or regular PlayStation. If you have a 1080p TV, I'm not going to say you need to go out there and buy the Pro, or you need to go out there and buy the Scorpio. I mean, I definitely know that there will be some you know, some noticeable upgrades that you will be able to benefit for, but you got to be a straight up graphic horror or whatever to want to you know, if you already own these systems, to want to plop down, you know, more money to get them if you have a 1080p TV. So you might want to check out that 4K shit. You know what I mean? You might want to check it out. You know I've made my point a million times about 1080p. You know, 1080p 60, 1080p this, 1080p that. You know, my 1080p TV and all of that. But maybe I'm gonna have to trade this motherfucker in. But I ain't trading it in. I'm putting it upstairs. But yeah, I'm getting me a 4K TV. Real quick before I roll, another damn thing. You know how I always say that we need to support these games, support these developers, especially these new. I'm talking about support the new IPs. I had been planning to get Recore, and I'm still planning on getting Recore, but for some reason I just can't pull the goddamn trigger. I don't let anybody make up my mind for me, but there have been some people that I actually, you know, I respect their opinion, who have some issues with the game. But overall, overall, everybody who talks about the game says that the actual core gameplay is pretty fun. So I do want to get it, but I don't know if I want to spend $40 on that motherfucker. I just don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? But basically, it's just been a whole lot of goddamn rambling on. You know, a few things I wanted to get off my chest and talk about, and that's about, you know, all I got. All I got. If anybody has played Recore out there and you want to persuade me to buy that motherfucker right now, let me know why in the comment section. Other than that, I'm gonna get on up out of here. You know, play a little 2K or whatever. And until next time, folks, if you like the content I provide, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.